And just getting any little wiggles out that allow you to fully settle in here. And as you breathe, try to expand into all sides of your ribs. So you puff up into the back side. As you exhale, try to find more space in your spine. And just start to take that physical scan if you haven't already. So look for spaces that might feel tense. Just notice how your body's feeling. So you're starting that inner dialogue. Maybe you just check in with where your energy is today. Check in with the reason that you made it to your mat this evening. And just using this time, clearing out the space for yourself. Take 3 deep breaths if you want. You can inhale through your nose. And then exhale out of your mouth. 2 more rounds like that. Big inhale. Big wide exhale. And one more time, deep inhale. And then release the breath out. Start to walk your hands to the left. We're gonna find a side stretch. So walk your hands to the left. You'll pull your hips to the right. Feel that stretch through your outer hip into the ribs. And then let's go ahead and switch. Walk the hands to the right, pulling the hips to the left. Deep breath in, full breath out. And then take your arms back to their center. Let's lift the hips, find tabletop. And from table, we're just gonna start to move the spine and cat-cow for 5 breaths. So as you inhale, start to open your chest as you look forward. And as you exhale, broaden through the shoulder blades. And then just keep going, inhaling to send that tail back. Exhale to pull the tail underneath of you. And just keep scanning your body so you're just getting information. Following that breath, staying connected to it. One more deep breath here. And let's come back to neutral. Flip your fingers to face you. So your forearms will face forward. Tuck your toes, and then we're just gonna do a little shifting front to back. So stretch through your forearms. If this is too intense on your wrist, just take your fingers to face the side instead. Yep, just taking those hips with you as you shift. Stretching out the bottoms of your feet. So just getting into all those nerve endings on the bottoms of your feet. And then let's just hold it back. So push your hips back, hold the stretch. Taking one more breath here. Good, and then lift your hips, go ahead and shake out your wrists. Plant your palms again. So find your jazz hands, spread your fingers wide. We're gonna take that left arm up into a twist. You're gonna open and reach up. And then exhale, thread. Inhale, left arm reaches up. We'll take that 2 more times, yeah. And then exhale, thread. One more time, inhale, lift the arm up. And then this time as you thread, take the left shoulder down. We'll rock the right arm forward. So you're starting to find the weight into the outside of your left shoulder. You can tent your right fingertips and use them to help you spiral. Couple breaths here. And then we're gonna slide the right hand back. Peel your left arm all the way up again, reach up to the sky. And then we're gonna set the left hand down. We're gonna send that left leg out to our side. So we're gonna come into a half child's pose. So we're gonna push your hips back as that left foot slides out further. Looks a little bit like this. I think you guys know, yes. You can work down to your forearms, just feeling that inner thigh lengthening out. Stay for one more breath here. And then we're gonna work back up to our palms. You're gonna slide your left foot in just a bit, take your hands to your hips and find gate pose. So left hand traces down the left leg, right arm's gonna reach up and over towards your left foot. So big side stretch. And the next inhale, lift back up. Take your hands below your shoulders, pull your left knee back in, and then we'll take that other side twist. So right arm's gonna reach up, big reach. Exhale, thread, continuing to reach. Good, inhale, lift up. And exhale, thread. One more time, inhale, reach. And then exhale, this time carefully set your shoulder down. Let's crawl the left hand forward. Use the left fingertips to help you spiral. Gaze can go up to the ceiling. Taking one more breath here. Then we'll slide the left hand in, pick up your right arm, reach it back up to the sky. And then right hand below your shoulder, kick your right leg up to the side. So that half child's pose. You're gonna press your hips back, let that right foot slide out as far as it can. You can lower to your forearms, but your weight's pushing towards that left heel. Taking one more deep breath here. And then just lift your hips back to your palms. You're gonna take your hands to your hips. Right foot can come in a little bit, take your left arm, stretch it up, and then reach for your right foot. Palm will face down. Reach a little further. And then exhale, slowly come out of it. Hands come down, pull your right knee back in line under your hips. You're in tabletop again. Tuck your toes, let's return back into down dog. Yes, and then just pedal your heels out. So first time here, I think I said return back to down dog. Right, this is our first time in this shape. We're like, did I miss that? So really stretch the calves, stretch into the hamstrings. Feel as much of a back bend as you can. So chest and belly are sinking back towards your thighs. Couple more breaths here. And then we're gonna take both heels down and shift forward, find plank. Super strong, inhale plank, exhale down dog. We're gonna take that 2 more times. Inhale plank. Exhale hips lift. One more time, inhale plank, shifting through the shoulders. Exhale down dog. Inhale plank. And then exhale, lower your knees and then lower down to your chest. So we're gonna straighten the legs, let the toes plant, hands below your shoulders, peel up 3 times. You're gonna take the shoulders out of your ears, lengthen through the neck, lengthen through the whole body, and then exhale, roll down. Inhale, peel up. Waking up those back muscles. Exhale, roll down. One more time. Inhale, peels you up. Exhale, rolls you down. Press back, child's pose. So keep your knees in line with your hips. We're gonna push back just for 1 breath. And then we're gonna come into puppy. So lift your hips to sock over your knees. You're gonna walk your arms out further. And then a couple options. If you feel like you have a pretty healthy low back, you're gonna sink your chest with gravity. If this is starting to irritate your low back, I just want you to stay in neutral and pull your tail back. So you're just lengthening by pulling that weight back into your hips. And if you're in puppy pose with your heart towards the floor, maybe your forehead is connected, you can massage that forehead into the mat. Take a couple more breaths here. And then very carefully, you're gonna press into the palms to come up. Walk your hands back. So we're back in tabletop, tuck your toes. Let's meet back in down dog. And this time we're gonna lift both heels together. So on an inhale, lift your heels high. Exhale, lower your heels. And inhale, heels lift. Exhale, heels lower. One more time, heels lift. Heels lower. And then take your gaze forward. Lift your heels, start to tiptoe your feet to your hands. So find a forward fold. Top of your mat, once you get there, just drop that head heavy. Feel free to grab opposite elbows. Just feel a release here. So whatever helps you. No tension. Shaking it out anywhere you find it. Couple more breaths. Any stress you're noticing or feeling, just let it drip out of the top of your head into the floor. And then we're just gonna release our arms. All we're gonna do is bend and straighten our legs. So you're gonna bend your knees and then lift your hips high. Yep, so it's like a little plie if you've ever done ballet. We're gonna do 3, keeping those feet rooted, 2, 1, and then drop your head. You're gonna bend your knees again and just peel all the way up to find standing. So ragdolling up. At the top, just go and circle your shoulders back. So roll through the shoulder socket. Yes, get any crunchies out. And then we're gonna take 3 breaths here, just reaching the arms up and then pulling them to our heart. So take an inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, big reach. Exhale, hands to your heart. One more time, big sweep up with the arms, grow taller. Good, and exhale, hands to your heart. Take your hands back behind you. We're gonna interlace them, stretch the knuckles back. So start to lift your chest from the sternum. Knuckles pulling towards the floor. And then exhale, take the arms with you as you fold. See if you can clasp the heels of your hands together. It's gonna go deeper into the shoulders. We'll stay for one more breath here. And then we're gonna release the arms, forward fold. Half lift, so inhale, palms to shins. Grow longer, good. Exhale, fold, step your left foot back, come into runner's lunge. And just start to shift back and forth using that left heel. So really dial in on the left hip flexors, the front of your left hip, stretching that area out. And then let's take the back knee down, bring the arms up. So inhale, arms reach. Exhale, just sinking a little bit deeper through your hips, but keeping that belly button towards your spine so we keep the low back safe. One more breath, inhale, reach. And then exhale, hands come down. Let's shift back. Half splits. You're gonna pull that left hip slightly forward, and all we're gonna do is point and flex the foot. You're just gonna feel a little contract and release through the calf muscles. Stretching the front of your ankle. Let's go 3, 2, 1, and then let's bend the front knee. Crawl your hands forward, step your left foot up to meet your right forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold again. And then come up with a flat back. So reverse swan dive to standing. And then exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, take the bind behind you. So we'll interlace the hands, stretch the knuckles back again. Feel that lift in your chest. And then exhale, take it with you and fold. This time we're gonna bend the right knee, lower the right shoulder to try to meet it. Yeah, so you're taking a little twist, twisty twist to the left. And then switch it, bend your left knee, drop the left shoulder. And come back through center. Let's release the arms. Halfway lift, inhale. Good, exhale, step your right foot back. Same thing on the other side, runner's lunge. You wanna get those hips really low, pretty long stance from front to back. Yeah, just getting that little pulse in your body. Shifting. Good. And then let's take the back knee down to the floor. You have a lot of space between that back knee and your hips. Take the arms up. Exhale, allow those hips to settle as you pull the navel toward your spine. Reach a little bit further through your spine with the fingertips reaching up. And then exhale, hands come down, shift back. Point and flex your front foot. Yep, so you're just working through that ankle. Breathing, let's go for 3 more. And then bend your front knee, walk, crawl forward, step your right foot up to your left, forward fold again. Head lowers. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. And then stand up, flat back, inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. And inhale, reach your arms up. And then again, exhale, swim your arms behind you. Last time we'll take this bind, hands interlace, stretch the knuckles back, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. This time we'll take left shoulder to left knee. So bend into the left knee. And then switch, bend to your right knee. Good, and then come back to your center. Release your arms. Halfway lift, inhale. And this time we fold and find plank. So spread your fingers wide, step your feet back. Yes, we're gonna lower the knees. And then again, come down to your chest. So you're in this long position with your toes on the floor. This time we're gonna hover the hands and do 3 baby cobras with just our back muscles. So inhale, you're gonna peel up. And exhale, roll down. So draw the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, keep it out of your upper traps. One more time, inhale. They've got enough of their own issues. And exhale, lower. Plant your hands below your shoulders, tuck your toes, lift your kneecaps, engage your quads and your core, press up to a plank and hold. Yeah, so you wanna wrap the core towards your spine. You wanna push into the floor with your hands, lift the back of the head, and then think about your whole body getting a little bit longer from your heels to the top of your head. One more breath here. And then as you exhale, just lift the hips up, down dog. Good, take your right leg, stretch it straight up. 3, land down dog, good. Bend your knee, round your spine, pause and plank. So deep round with that back. Good, kick it back and high one more time, inhale. And then exhale, bend your knee, step your right foot through the window of your hands. Inhale for length. Same thing, we're gonna exhale, take the back knee down, bring your arms up a little faster, inhale. And then exhale, hands come back down, shift back, half splits. This time, just curl the toes towards you, just stay for 1 breath. Think about that hip crease folding from your center. And then we're gonna bend the front knee, crawl forward and add a twist. So pick up your right arm. And then tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. See if you can reach your right arm a little further behind you. Twist a little deeper. And then reframe your right foot. We're gonna step the left foot up to meet the right, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Feet are parallel under your hips. We're gonna find our first chair pose. So we're gonna work a couple foot variations. We're gonna stay parallel to start. So go ahead and reach those arms out as you send your hips back. Weight is going into your heels. And then really quickly, just take one hand to your front, one hand to your back. And just kind of play with tilting your pelvis forward and back. So you'll feel it tuck under you, like granny pants, and then you'll send it back. You're like, hey. You want to find that little in between so you feel like you have a nice even spine sandwich. Take your arms, reach them forward again. Palms are facing each other. And then notice your feet. See if you can pull the mat apart with your feet. So you're going to activate into the glutes, outer hips. We're going to take an inhale. And then exhale, bend your elbows in towards your side. So still holding the legs as they are. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, reach the arms. Stay active through the legs. Exhale, bend. 2 more breaths. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Good, one more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend your elbows. And this time, just lower up and down 1 inch through your hips. Yeah, so rip that mat apart with your feet. 3, 2, 1. Take it down, forward fold. Fold over your legs. Release the back so you can kind of give your legs a little shake here. Step your left foot back, find a high lunge. So once you feel stable, take your arms up, inhale. We're gonna bend the back knee. So you're gonna give a little hover or a tap, and then press through your heel to straighten it out again. Yeah, a little bend, little extend. One more time, little bend and extend. Hands are gonna come back down. We're gonna take that with the front knee, same idea. So we're gonna straighten the front leg and then rebend the knee into that lunge. Straighten extended pyramid, exhale, bend. One more time, straighten the leg and exhale, bend. And this time we're gonna straighten the leg. We're gonna spin the left heel down so we're in a full pyramid and that back foot's at a 45-degree angle. You might step your left foot up a little bit just to get a little shorter in your stance. Yep, and just holding here, a couple more breaths. Deep hamstring land. And then just start to find a micro bend in your knees. We're gonna take this into a triangle. So right hand to your right shin. Very carefully, you're gonna peel your left arm up. Spin the left foot parallel with the back edge of your mat, yeah. So shoulders and hips are stacked. See if you can rotate those bottom ribs up towards the sky. Take your left arm, stretch overhead. So find a little bit more of a side stretch through the left ribs. Outer hip, good. And then use your core, use your left arm to come up and just stretch back. So take that other side bend. Just tracing down your left leg. Beautiful, and then warrior two. So bend your front knee, you can get your feet a little wider if that helps you. Gazes forward. We're gonna inhale, bring it up. So straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower, shoulders slide down the back. One more time, lift up. And exhale, relower, gazes forward. We're gonna cartwheel the hands to frame the right foot. Your hips are squared, your back heel's lifted. We're gonna take a little step up, but eventually we're gonna find standing splits, keeping our hips squared, keeping that left foot flexed. So super heavy stability happening in that right leg, but your left leg is also active by flexing that foot. Take one more breath here. And then we're gonna stand up and find a pigeon in chair, super fun. BOGO, 2 for 1. So right foot is down, we're gonna lift the left knee. Yes, standing, already there. Flex your left foot. Your hands can stay at your heart. You can maybe take them to your hips. If you wanna get super fancy, you can reach those arms out. But goal is just to check back in, see what's happening in your body, see where you can find those subtle movements, shifting deeper in your hips, keeping your breath nice and steady. Couple more rounds here. One more breath. And then to come out of this, we're gonna stand up just enough to cross the left foot over the right, forward fold. So you're in a cross-legged forward fold, pinkies kissing, head lowering. Walk your hands to the left. So find a little bit of a side stretch in this fold. Yep, hands go to the left. And then walk your hands to the right. Little balance challenge. And then walk your hands back through center. Plant your palms, step your right foot back, and then your left. We're in plank again. From plank, lower your knees, come down to your chest again. And then we're gonna do that same drill one more time, this time for 6 rounds. So float your palms, hug the elbows close, keep your toes connected and peel up. So inhale, shoulders blades down the back, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Then let's add our legs. So as you peel up, let your legs lift up. Think your body is getting longer. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So use the glutes. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Plant the hands, tuck the toes, lift the kneecaps, engage the quads, press up, plank. Hold here. 3 breaths. So feel slightly lifted through the upper back. Deep breaths, 1 more. And then medium and down dog. So shift those hips up. We're gonna stretch our left leg high. So inhale, 3 limb. Bend your knee, bring it with you and plank, round, round, round. Kick it back 1 more time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round, bring your knee with you, step your left foot through. Lengthen your spine, inhale. Back knee comes down, Anjaneyasana. So arms reach up, inhale. And then exhale, come back down, shift back in your hips, half splits, half Hanuman. Okay, get long through that upper body, inhale. Bend your front knee, come forward, and then twist out your lunge. You're gonna pick up left arm. Tuck your back toes, pick up your back knee. Keep reaching into your back space with the left arm. And then bring your left hand back down. Step your right foot up to meet your left, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. And then exhale, hands to your heart. We're gonna come into our second chair from parallel. So reach those arms out, inhale. Start to pull that mat apart. We're gonna bend the elbows. We're just gonna focus in on the lower body. So we're gonna lift the left heel, go up and down. Left heel down, lift the right heel, go up and down. Balance challenge, lift both heels, go up and down an inch, and then feet flat, go up and down an inch. So left heel up and down, right heel up and down. Both heels, whoa. Feet flat, up and down. One more time, starting with the left and right. Both heels and flat. Then we're switching to start with our right heel. Left heel, I always want to go straight to that both option. Both and feet flat. Two more times, starting with your right. You can go at your own pace. Left. You have just a little pulse. Ooh, lost it. Up and down. Feet flat. Right. Left. So use the brain too. And then once you're there, reach your arms back out one more time. Inhale. And then exhale, pull your hands to your heart, forward fold, frame your feet, lower your head. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, step your right foot back, come into high lunge. So arms reach, inhale. Exhale, getting heavier into those hips. We're gonna bend the back knee, little bend. Press through your back heel, extend. So stretch those quads. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. One more time, bend. Exhale, extend. Hands come back down. We're gonna work the front knee. So straighten your front leg, lift your hips, extended pyramid, and rebend. Inhale, hips lift. Exhale, bend. One more time, lift your hips, inhale. And then lift your hips this time. We're gonna spin the right heel down to 40. Here. And then left hand to left shin, you're gonna carefully bring it all the way up to triangle. So you're gonna spin that right foot parallel with the back edge of your mat. Think about your shoulders stacked, hips stacked, glutes still working. Take your right arm, stretch it overhead. And then we're gonna bring the right arm up, use your core, stretch back now, sky archer. And then warrior two, go ahead and separate your feet as you start to lower. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, lower. I'm just admiring my undecorated wall. Inhale. And exhale, gazes forward. Go ahead and cartwheel your hands down. This time we're gonna step the right leg all the way up to your in standing splits. Staying parallel, woo. So try to, yes, it's not like the most glamorous option, but it's getting more into the glute max. Keeping your hips squared, flexing that back heel. Seeing how we can lift from there. Take one more breath. And then we're standing all the way up. So left foot stays rooted, right knee comes to your chest. And crossing right ankle on top of left thigh, pigeon, figure four. Yes, hands can stay at your heart. You can use hands at your hips or take that chair reach with your arms. Whatever helps you. And just notice those four connection points in your left foot. Yeah, notice the difference from the first side to this side. Sometimes it changes like day to day for me. I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I have a strong side. It's like, what side did I wake up on that day? Maybe that's it. Couple more breaths here. Woo, see if you can get a little lower into those hips. And then lift up just enough to slide your right foot on top of your left. Take it down again, forward fold. Walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Get that stretch through the side body. And then walk it over to your left. And then we're walking back through center. Step your left foot back, step your right foot back, plank. We're gonna go through that one more time. We'll switch it up just a bit. This time, inhale. Exhale, pick your version of your vinyasa, maybe chaturanga to up dog, maybe modified plank to cobra. Whatever makes you feel super strong, super stable, take that option. Let's take the right leg up from down dog. Exhale, bend your knee, bring it with you in plank, round your spine. One more time, right leg up and back. Exhale, right knee bends. This time, step your foot through. Lengthen, inhale. Exhale, back knee down, arms reach up, Anjaneyasana. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down, shift it back, just one breath. So peel your toes, inhale. Stay, exhale. Inhale, come forward again, twist out your lunge. So pick up your right arm, pick up your back knee by tucking back toes. Reach a little further back. And then frame your right foot, step your left foot up to meet it, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. And then exhale, hands to your heart. This time, big toes together, heels apart. So your knees will kiss, your inner thighs hugging each other. They love each other. It's like I kind of have to go to the bathroom. It's like, okay. Can you see me now? Or am I like moving in real time? Okay. Yeah, anytime my music cuts off, I'm like, dang it. Okay. All right. I think we are in that chair, inverse V, big toes, knees together. Let's just send up a prayer for my internet. Okay, so inner thighs are wrapping towards your center, towards you, the front side. Exhale, and then your outer hips and glutes are wrapping towards your back side. So you should just feel the difference between not doing anything and then that energetic, like wrapping everything back and also underneath of you. Taking one more breath here. And this time we're gonna challenge the balance. You're gonna float the left foot in chair. Step it back, high lunge. Yes, so inhale. Exhale, hands come to your heart. Take an inhale, big reach or big breath. Exhale, take a twist. So left elbow hooks over your right thigh. Try to pull your thumbs to your heart space. Just taking one more breath here. And then untwisting, hands are gonna come down, frame your front foot, straighten your front knee, straight into that runner's lunge to extended pyramid. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. One more time, inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Hold it here, spin that back heel down. Step the left foot up just a bit. Hold the pyramid shape, one more breath. And then triangle. So right hand to right shin, go ahead and peel your left arm up. I think there's a storm coming. It's looking quite dark outside. Reach your left arm overhead. And then exhale, bring it up, sky archer. So use your oblique muscles. Yes, let's reach up and back. And then warrior two, let's bend the front knee. As you're ready, inhale, look up, reach the arms, reach, straighten the legs, and then exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. One more time, big lift up. Exhale, big lower, gazes forward, cartwheel your hands down. Standing splits, lift your back leg. Flex your back foot. This time we're gonna curtsy tap. So inhale, leg is lifted. Exhale, tap left knee behind your right. Good, lift your left leg up, inhale. Exhale, curtsy. One more time, lift your leg. Good, curtsy tap, stand it all the way up. So you're gonna straighten out the right leg. Ground is there if you need it, I just used it. Pigeon again, this time we're gonna add a little twist. So hands are gonna come to your heart. You're in that one-legged chair. We're gonna inhale. We're twisting to our right just like that. Lunge twist, you're gonna try to tap your left foot with your left elbow. I'm about 6 inches from there. So I'm not even close, but that's where we're thinking we're going. Lots of factors involved. Couple more breaths here. Yes, good, so hard. And then come through center. Cross your left foot over your right, forward fold again, cross-legged. Let your pinkies touch each other. Couple breaths here, just folding through center. We have one more side and then we're gonna slow it down. So step your feet back into plank. Take an inhale, plank, and then exhale, flow however you wish. Or you can always meet in down dog. Good, left leg is gonna stretch up. Exhale, bend your knee to your chest, round your spine. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, and step it through. So lengthen the spine, and then take your back knee to the floor, reach your arms up, big inhale. And then exhale, hands come down, shift back through your hips, tap splits. Good, take one breath here. And then crawl forward, add your twist, pick up your left arm, pick up your back knee, tuck your back toes, twist a little bit deeper. And then come back down, we're stepping right foot up to left, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Good, exhale, fold. And then rise up, reverse swan dive, inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. Same version of chair, big toes together, knees together. We're gonna start to sit back as you reach those arms out. And this time, bring your hands to your heart. We're just gonna rest the thumbs at the heart space. Still think about that wrapping sensation, everything spiraling like around your body. We're gonna lift the heels and then tap them down. Lift and tap. Yep, keeping those big toes connected. See if you can do this without moving your hips too much. So it's just ankle control. Yeah. Let's go for 3. It sounds like a monsoon happening outside. 2, looks like it too. 1, see if you can keep your heels lifted. Now go with your hips up and down, just an inch. Woo, fun, bouncing. 4, 3, lost it. 2, 1, take your heels down, lift your right foot. Step it all the way back, high lunge. Good control, awesome. Core work paying off. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale for good luck. Exhale, start to twist. So right elbow trying to hook over that left thigh. You can use it as like a little point of leverage. Yes, thumbs to your heart space. One more breath here. Good, you guys come through center, take your hands down, lift those hips up. So release that left hip, rebend, extend. And then lift your hips. Take the right heel down. Oh, okay. I got the infamous, your internet is unstable. Okay, we're in extended pyramid. Yeah, one more breath here. And then we're taking it into triangle. I'm gonna spin so I can make sure I don't like totally freeze. So peel your right arm up. Yeah. Stack everything and then take your right arm overhead, big stretch. And then rise all the way up, stretch back. Good, warrior 2, bend your front knee. Yeah, get low into those hips, gaze forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more breath, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, gaze forward, cartwheel your hands down. Your right foot's gonna lift, right leg goes all the way up. Standing splits, adding curtsy tap. So flex that heel, inhale. Exhale, curtsy tap. Good, inhale, lift. Use the glutes, exhale to curtsy. One more time, lift. Curtsy, but this time stand it up. So you're gonna stand into your left foot, knee coming all the way up, and then cross your right ankle on top of left thigh. So you're back in that pigeon. Hands to your heart, we're gonna add an option for a twist. I'm gonna face you guys as an inhale. Again, for good luck, and then exhale, tapping your right elbow towards your right foot. Kind of feels a little bit like twister. I'm like, how did my right foot? Kind of confusing. Ooh, breathe through. Any tension, breathe. Okay, and then cross your right ankle on top of your left, let your pinkies touch, lower down into a fold. Shake that head, yes and no. Loosen your jaw up. Step your left foot back and then your right, so you're back in plank. And then lower to your belly. So you can take your knees down to your chest. We're gonna peel up and then slide your elbows under your shoulders, so you're coming into Sphinx. We're gonna slow it down from here. Yes. So when they find your jazz hands, I want you to grip the mat, pull it towards you so you get longer through the spine and take the tension out of the upper shoulders. And meanwhile, just feel the tailbone reaching further back. Feel your pubic bone slightly pressing into the floor. So your low back stays safe. Take one more breath here. And then we're just gonna lower all the way down. Just make a little pillow with your hands, rock your hips side to side. We're gonna stretch the front side of the chest. So take your left arm out to a 90-degree angle. The palm is down. You're gonna use that right hand, bend your right knee, roll onto your left side body. And if you want, you can take that right arm behind you. But try to keep your head relaxed as much as you can. Taking about 5 breaths here. And then start to slowly unroll, coming back through center, just going straight into the other side. So right arm reaches, bend your left knee, roll it onto your right side, spending about a minute on this side. Head relax, you can take that left arm behind you. Taking one more breath here. And then go ahead and roll yourself back through center. Hands below your shoulders. We're just going to push back into child's pose again. If you want, you can always take your arms just around your sides, make this little ball shape. Feels super good. Just rock back and forth. Whichever option you're in. Fill up through the back side again. Taking one more breath here. And then just pressing yourself up. Option one, you can just stay here and puff up through the chest. Or if you have pretty good knees, we're gonna walk the hands back. And then very similar, you're just gonna puff up through the chest, let your shoulders catch your head. Feel the chest lifting, big extension. One more breath here. And then drop your chin so you can kind of snake your way back up. We're gonna move to our seat and spend a little bit more time on the neck and shoulders, and then we'll get into some heavy leg stretching. So you can always prop yourself up if you have a block or a pillow nearby if you want to get your pelvis lifted. But just start with a couple rolls of your shoulders. And it seems silly, but as you're doing so, just kind of like let your face, like let yourself make goofy faces just to soften and release your jaw. It's all connected. And then we're gonna soften the shoulders and just take your right ear to your right shoulder. Draw half circles forward. So work at your own pace. Mine has been feeling very tight and crunchy in this past week. I think it's just like the impending, we're opening again, and all the changes to come are already starting to cause this feeling of like new change. So maybe that's true for you. Maybe it's a different part of your body. But our goal here is to notice those spots, become aware of them so that we can start to focus on them, release them. And then beginning to work back with those half circles, lifting your chin, opening your throat. Taking one more each way. And then we're gonna pause when the right ear finds the right shoulder. Take your right hand to your left ear without adding tension in the right shoulder. Take your left arm off to your side like you're pushing something away from you. You can either flex your wrist or just reach through the fingertips. But think about that energy going down, stretching from your neckline all the way into the tip of the shoulder. One more breath here. Take your hand behind your head. You're just gonna guide your head down to more of a diagonal. Take a little sniff, check out how your natural deodorant is working. Taking one more breath here. And then just release your hands, roll your head to the other side. Pause there, same thing. Reach the right arm to that low diagonal. You're gonna push the energy out. Soften the top of the left shoulder. Taking 2 more deep breaths here. And take that same hand behind your head, guide your chin down to that diagonal. Taking one more breath here. Then go ahead and release your hands. We're gonna roll the chin down to the chest. And then look up, we're gonna hold. So I want you to stack your hands on your heart and just kind of hold the skin in place and stretch through the throat. And as you do so, make some silly faces. You just kind of loosen your jaw. Just move the jaw around. Feel what it's like to squeeze your teeth closer together. One more breath here. And then drop your chin. Last thing, take your hands behind your head interlaced. Send your elbows wide, pull them together, and then lower just your chin so you keep your spine stacked. And just move in the neck. Taking one more breath here. And go ahead and lift elbows, take them out wide. Release your arms. If you're sitting on something, go ahead and sit on the floor. I think everyone might be already on the floor. We're going to take our right leg out, find Janu Shasana. Cool. Yes, left foot connects. We're going to get into some deeper leg stretches. So twisting, you can always bring a prop in here as well, but we're going to fold over. We're going to spend a few minutes on each side. So just kind of let yourself wiggle until you get into that position that feels good. It changes person to person, but even within yourself, it changes like moment to moment, day by day. And just dial in on your breathing. Seeing if you can extend your exhales a little longer than your inhales. Finding softness in your shoulders. Maybe working a little deeper for this next minute, even if it's subtle. Taking one more breath here. And then very carefully lifting yourself up, just walking your hands in, stacking your spine. Start to take a little counter twist, right hand to your left knee. Think of this more as a twist in your upper spine. So keeping that rotation through the upper back. If you want to take your left ear to your left shoulder, you can add a little neck release there. Not as long, just a couple more breaths. And then lifting your head, just coming back to center. Give a couple rotations side to side, just release that out. Start to switch your legs when you're ready. Same thing, we're gonna take a few minutes on this side. So start with your rotation. I forgot to say, you can always fold through center too if this rotation thing is like irritating your pelvis or your SI joint at all. You can just go straight forward. And then just really try to stay present with yourself. Be present with the thoughts that are starting to come in. When our body starts to quiet, usually our mind becomes a little bit more active. Maybe working a little bit deeper for these next 5 or so breaths. Taking one more breath here. And then very slowly coming up and taking rotation, focus in on that upper portion of your spine. If you want to drop the right ear to the right shoulder, you can. That right arm is acting like a second spine, so you can pull the chest forward and up. Just a few more breaths here. And then lift your head. Let's come back through center. And again, just go side to side, rotate. We're going to take one last forward fold in a wide leg position. So you can choose what that wide means to you tonight. I love to pick my hips up and just pull myself forward a couple times. So from there, you can stay up here. There's already a lot happening here. Or you can start to hinge, thinking about that belly, thinking about the front of your pelvis pulling down, keeping your body nice and long. If you want to start to round, just to relax your head. From there, you can. Arms can reach out, so you can add a little side stretch here. That always feels good too. And just check in, take a quick scan, see if there's any spaces you can release, any spaces that you might unintentionally be holding tension. Spending about 4 more breaths here, if it's helpful. Maybe you count the breath. And start to slowly crawl yourself back up, rebuild your spine. Woo! And just give a little shake with those legs to come back together. Yep, shake them out, just get the blood flow going. We're gonna work down to our backside from here. So no fancy transitions, just make sure you have space. Take it on down. We're gonna take it to a full body stretch. So at the bottom, reach your arms, reach your legs like someone was pulling on your wrists and like I was pulling on your ankles, just to find space in the spine. Space in the shoulders and in the ribs. Take one more breath, reach a little further. And then walk your feet in. We're gonna cross right ankle on top of left thigh, going into supine pigeon. So we've taken this a couple times from our balance position. If you want to keep that left foot down and just keep this more chill, you can, or you can hug that left leg towards you. So just releasing those muscles that we focused on this evening. Taking 2 more breaths here. And then release. Switch sides. Same options. Trying to relax the upper body, the back of your head. Taking 2 more breaths here. Go ahead and release. Plant your feet and just windshield wiper from side to side with your legs together. Just release the low back. And we'll pull the knees back into the chest. Draw little circles with your legs still together. So you just massage that low back into the floor. Yep, just buttering up your hips. And then reverse that circle. And then last thing here before we take Shavasana, grab the fronts of your shins, start to lift your head, pull yourself into a really tight ball shape, squeezing everything in. Yep, squeeze a little tighter. And then exhale, release your legs out, take up space, and just start to get comfortable. So use this next minute or so just to get any little fidgets out of your body, any little adjustments that you need, so that you can allow the body to start to settle. And just notice your body in space. Notice those points of connection. Backside of your body and your mat. And also notice those spaces that are not connected. Notice the inhales expanding, inflating your belly, your chest. Notice the muscles in your face releasing. And just staying present with yourself as you take a moment to be still, to take a pause. And we start to come back into this idea of our sadhana, which is ultimately an expression of our devotion to ourselves, that connection we have with ourselves. And this practice is one of self-exploration, of peeling back those layers of the onion that get us closer to who we've always been, closer to our core. So maybe you start to call to mind what that practice looks like for you. Not only what it is, but how it makes you feel. We're a little bit more grounded, more firm, centered, joyful. And just allow those feelings to fill up into your body. And slowly begin to lengthen your breath back out. Start to find movement when you're ready, your fingers, your toes. If you want to reach your arms overhead, go ahead and extend and take a full body reach one more time, just making space. Walking your feet and just carefully tip yourself over to one side and take a pause there. Just honoring this time as a recommitment to yourself. Every time you step onto your mat, you've made a choice to pause from the external world to dive a little deeper into your internal world. And we'll start to press up to a comfortable seat, keeping your eyes heavy. And we'll close with 3 deep breaths together. So just exhale to release. And then take a full breath in through your nose. Even longer breath out. Deep breath in. Full breath out. One more time, deep inhale. Full exhale. Bring your hands together at your heart. Again, honoring this time and honoring any other practices that allow you to show up more fully as yourself in this world, both internally and externally. Honoring those choices to carve out space for yourself, to make the time. And then finding gratitude for those also practicing with us, finding gratitude for our health, for our safety, and then anything else that's calling out to you this evening. We'll lift a thumbs up to your forehead center. Thank you so much for sharing your evening. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.